Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to Game Domain. We've done multiple compilations of great Mario music and have talked about music in games before in depth with our Music of Games series, but today we'll be ranking games as a whole instead of individual songs. We will just be talking about the main series Mario games for this video, so no RPGs or sports games or anything like that. And as far as the criteria of the ranking, it is all subjective and it's just our opinion. You'll most likely disagree, but just keep in mind everyone has different tastes in music. With that being said, let's get to number 10. Number 10. Super Mario Bros. 3. I was really on the fence about whether I wanted to put Super Mario Land 2 or Super Mario Bros. 3 at the 10 spot, but Mario Bros. 3 narrowly edged out its Game Boy competitor. It just has a lot more memorable tracks and has quite a few of my favorite all-time Mario songs. The airship theme has been remixed so many times and it originated here. The ending theme, sky theme, and overworld theme are some of our favorites. It being an NES game really does limit it, however, as it does lack variety in my opinion. Nonetheless, they did a great job with the limitations of the hardware, but I think there is one NES Mario game that actually was better in the music department. Number 9. Super Mario Bros. 2. My criticisms with this soundtrack are pretty much the same as with its successor, so I'm not going to dwell on this entry for too long. But as for why it is higher, I just think it sounds more varied and has more bangers. The main theme is easily one of the best 2D Mario songs. The character select theme is also extremely catchy. Say what you want about the game itself, but the soundtrack is really underrated. Take a listen to it if you haven't heard it for a while. You will not be disappointed. Number 8. Super Mario Sunshine. I've talked about variety already in this video, and I have more to say about it for Sunshine. Most of the tunes are what you'd expect from a Mario game. Just fun and catchy tracks playing as you jump around from one place to another, but pretty much every song has that tropical feel. Obviously, with it being a game that has the setting that Sunshine has, it's not the fault of the composer. It just doesn't have much variety, and besides that, I don't think Sunshine has too many top Mario songs outside of Delfino Plaza and Bianco Hills. Like I said, most of the tracks are still really good, which is why Sunshine is number 8. I just overall prefer the soundtracks as a whole of the next 7. Number 7. New Super Mario Bros. DS. All the new Super Mario Bros. Games have really similar soundtracks, so I'm just ranking one, and the reason it is the DS version is just because I like the DS sound chip. It doesn't sound as refined as its successors, but take a listen to the athletic theme of the DS version versus the Wii. Basically the same song, but the grainy quality is just music to my ears. Maybe I'm just extremely nostalgic, since this was one of the first games I really got into and had an electric toothbrush as a kid that would actually play this track, but it just puts a smile on my face when I hear it. As for the other tracks in the game, they are generally just so upbeat and fun, and clearly Nintendo themselves are fans of these soundtracks because they have pretty much been reusing it in every new Super Mario Bros. Game since. Number 6. Super Mario Odyssey. The most recent game on this list, Odyssey, is, I believe, the first game in the series to have lyrics in some of the tracks. That of course being Jump Up Superstar and Honeymoon Ridge Escape. Kate Higgins did a great job with both of these songs, especially Jump Up Superstar, which is arguably a top 10 Mario song of all time. The big band jazzy style is something I'm a huge fan of, so I am biased, but our musical opinions are all a little biased. Outside of the songs with lyrics, the main theme is another one of my favorites. It just sounds so adventurous. Each track fits the setting it's in, whether it is the bustling metropolis of New Donk City or the calming presence of Lake Lamode. The reason for Odyssey's placement on this ranking and why it is not higher is because I think the best tunes in it definitely carry it, but outside of those, it's similar to my enjoyment of Sunshine's soundtrack, which is definitely not a diss since I love both, but a lot of the tracks aren't songs I think of when I think of the best Mario songs. Of course, outside the few that I mentioned. The Wooded Kingdom theme is also another great one, by the way. Number 5. Super Mario World. Even with all the limitations of the SNES, Mario World just delivers banger after banger. Whether it is the athletic theme, the castle theme, the haunted house, the overworld music, etc. Quality and quantity both factor into my ranking, and the quality alone has gotten it to number 5. Like with the NES games though, it is limited with how many full tracks are in the game, so World being placed this high is just a testament to how great the tracks it does have are. Number 4. Super Mario 64. Talk about a memorable soundtrack. It feels like every single song in this game has been used again in like 30 more games. The variety is also fantastic, with every track just sounding so different while also sounding like it fits in with the other tracks. I also just want to talk about the staff roll for a minute. I absolutely love this song. I remember first finishing the game on my DS and hearing this, and I got immense nostalgia every single time. Just pick any track in this game and it will probably be amazing. 64 really combines quality and quantity, which is why 25 years later, many of these tracks are still in new games. Number 3. Super Mario 3D World. 3D World, I feel like, is severely underrated. As a sax player, I also love how it's featured so prominently in many of the game's songs. While 3D World isn't on the level of the Galaxy games, Nintendo really outdid themselves again with this. It is just so unique compared to the other entries on this list, as it puts a whole new spin on Mario music with many of its big main tunes. The soundtrack alone isn't enough to go back into this game, it is just that good. Personal favorites are Super Bell Hill, Fuzzy Flood Mine, Credits, and Switch Scramble Circus. That really is just scratching the surface. So please, take a listen to 3D World soundtrack after this video because it is super overlooked due to 3D World not being one of the more popular 3D Mario games. Before I get to number 2 on the list, let me just say these two are basically interchangeable, and my opinion on these could definitely flip at some point because of how close they are. I'm also not going to compare the top two, but just talk about what I like in both. With that being said, number 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I think anyone that has played a Mario game could have figured out that Galaxy games would be the top 2. Nintendo having a live orchestra play the songs was undoubtedly the right choice. The amount of songs in both games, also without any hit to the quality, makes these games arguably the top 2 soundtracks in gaming history. Almost every single track is phenomenal, and I don't think you need me to tell you that. Galaxy 2 has the same style as Galaxy 1, and the theme songs are similar as well, but both still are equally amazing. My personal favorites are Yoshi Star Galaxy, Puzzle Plank Galaxy, Melty Monster Galaxy, Cloudy Court Galaxy, and lastly, The Credits, which I think might be not only the best Mario song of all time, but arguably the best video game song of all time. If you want to see a music of games video just on the Galaxy games, let us know in the comments because I could talk about the Galaxy 2 music for quite a while. This soundtrack sounds like more of something you'd hear a professional orchestra play than a video game soundtrack, and I don't think I've seen Mario fans agree on anything much more than the Galaxy soundtracks being amazing. And at number 1, we of course have Super Mario Galaxy. I kind of talked about this entry with Galaxy 2 as all the pros are pretty much the same, so I'll just list my favorites for Galaxy 1 as well. The Observation, Luma, Melty Molten Galaxy, Enter the Galaxy, and my personal favorite from Galaxy 1, Gusty Garden Galaxy. So that does it for my ranking of the top 10 Super Mario soundtracks. A lot of factors were in play while writing this. So like I said in the beginning, you most likely did not agree with everything I said, and that's okay. It'd be boring if we all had the same opinions, and we can have different opinions on music to discuss civilly and say what we liked about each soundtrack or song. Also, I did not forget Super Mario 3D Land, I just am not a big fan of its soundtrack. So let us know in the comments what your favorites are. Did you agree or disagree with anything we said? Let us know in the comments as well if you'd like to see more videos like this. With that being said, this has been Chris with Game Domain, and thank you for watching.